you don't think, Justice Lokur, that anything was lacking. The op-ed written by the three of you, Mr. Nariman included, makes the point that this is like not putting the diamond, the metaphorical diamond, in the sort of jurisprudence crown. So clearly, you can't see any reason at all. In which case, I must ask you, what do you think was the Collegium's reason?
Well, I don't know. All I can think is that perhaps it has something to do with politics, and I hope I'm not right. But there is absolutely no reason why he could not have been brought to the Supreme Court.
If you say that perhaps it has something to do with politics, are you suggesting that the Collegium is tentative? I use my words carefully. You are suggesting that the Collegium might be tentative about offending powerful politicians?
Not defending powerful politicians.
Offending. Tentative about offending powerful politicians.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah.
That's a very serious thing. I know, but that's a very serious thing to say, because it actually then questions the credibility of the Collegium.
Well, I really can't say. It's let the Collegium answer. We've asked the Collegium for these questions, so I think it's better if they answer.
Well, let me see if I can get Sriram Panchu to speak maybe a little more bluntly than you're speaking. You're saying perhaps this is politics, because what else could it be? Mr. Panchu, are you of the same mind that this is politics? And in that case, you see, it's a very I don't know if the word is dangerous. It's a scary argument, because the scary aspect to it is that we're saying that our Collegium, the panel that sets up and appoints the judges of this country, are mindful of political power. That is basically the subtext of this joint op-ed by the three of you.
So I think Justice Lokur has been, blunt enough. I think the ball is in the Collegium's court. We have pitched the ball squarely in the Collegium's court. And we have said, here is this man of impeccable integrity. Here is this man of tremendous achievement, both as a judge and as a Chief Justice. If you want to, pick a hole in our argument about his merits, let's hear you. Let's hear you, because we have come out with facts, with figures, with statistics. It's not a rhetorical piece. It's a piece full of, facts and figures. So we really want to hear what the Collegium has to say. And we think the Collegium owes a duty to the legal community and, to Indians in general. When this case is picked on like this by, three. I'm not as senior as Justice Lokur, and certainly not as senior as Mr. Nariman, but when the two of them, come in on this, there is a case to be answered. That, I think, is the point we make. And the point, Barkha, is this. If you do not answer, or you do not answer well, then you are providing ground for speculation. Because speculation then is going to be inevitable. People are then going to say, well, if it's not seniority, if it's not merit, if there was nothing else, then what else could it be but politics? But and let me tell you one more thing. This is not just about Muralidhar. This is about every good judge in the country who is going to wonder, if I follow the path of good and right, am I going to end up like this? This is for every good lawyer who's going to be asked to become a judge. And he's going to think, if that's what happened to Muralidhar, should I take it? Please understand, this is not just about Muralidhar. It's far, far beyond.
You're saying it's a message to every honest, brave judge in this country right now?
Yes, of course it is. They are looking at this, and they are looking at this in relation to themselves. Why would they not?
Now, Sriram, I must ask you, when you say it's a message for everybody in the legal community and the ball is in the Collegium's court, the Collegium doesn't have to answer. And here's the irony. It is the government that has been in battle with the Collegium system. It is the government that has been arguing that the Collegium system is non-transparent. You can't give a few men so much power to appoint other men and women. And so it's a kind of ironical argument that the Collegium that has been fighting at this point for its autonomy and its credibility, with this might actually be strengthening the hand of the political class that has raised questions about it.
Well, I don't see the political class raising too many questions about the Collegium these days. And that tells you its own story. But let's come back to the point. It is a point, I mean, to be open and transparent is a positive thing in a democracy. The Supreme Court says that about every other institution.
Yeah.
All we are saying is, please, can we have some in this case? Just tell us why.